So I'm Jane Horvath. I newly joined Gibson Dunn as a partner in the DC office, and I co-chair the privacy, cybersecurity, and data innovation practice. Prior to that, I was the chief privacy officer of Apple for the last 11 years and global privacy counsel of Google for 4 years. And then before that, the first chief privacy and civil liberties officer at the US Department of Justice. So I've kind of been ambling through as privacy has grown. I've just found myself in an interesting inflection point in some of the important moments of privacy. Well, I think the probably the most important, and it was a piece of advice that I was given when I started at DOJ. You have to give the business some wins. Like, you can't come in as a privacy officer and just no, 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 no. You have to find a strategic way to give the business a win. So at DOJ, it was kind of parsing European privacy. It was post 9/11, data flows were an issue. So I understood that, and I could explain that and work to try to alleviate those issues. At Apple, it was building privacy in from the very beginning. So it wasn't like, oh, at the very end, no, 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 that can't happen. It was such a measured way, and it was also teamwork. It's working with the business, working with the engineers, and to build privacy in. FPF has grown with my career as well. I remember when Jules started FPF, I was at Google, and it was a small organization, but it has become it's reached out globally as privacy has become not just a European US issue, it's across the globe, and Jules has got a footprint across the globe, and he's hired some great people with great expertise. He has great content. So, the meetings and working on some of the important issues have been very, very helpful, because whether you're in-house or outside counsel, you have to keep up with all the news of the day. And FPF has become such a go-to place for expertise.
I was at the FTC for about 22 years. I had various positions there. For most of that time, I was the head of the privacy and security group at the FTC. I left about a year and a half ago, and now I'm a partner at Wilson Sonsini Goodrich and Rosati. I think what gives me the most satisfaction from my career at the FTC is mentoring and training world-class privacy lawyers. I think the people that were in my group have gone on to do amazing things in-house as chief privacy officers, in general counsel's offices, partners at law firms, in academia, and in the public sector. So that's really what gives me the most pride. Sure, I've dealt with FPF over the years, and I've been so impressed with the work that you all put out. I remember one of the first times I interacted with FPF, I think Jules shared with me a de-identification placemat, pseudonymization, de-identification. I know that we met with FPF on many occasions when I was at the FTC over a variety of issues: facial recognition, digital health, and every cutting edge issue. Really, FPF was there as a thought leader, and I really appreciate the work that you all have done. And even now in my private practice, I rely on FPF for the legislative updates and some of the things that are happening at the state level. So I really use FPF as a source, and I've used it throughout my career.